Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the how to spray video. As you can see, I'm suited and booted for the job. Just press that down then. That just is how you turn this machine on, depending on what machine you're in. This is the Erbauer Eps800 and it also adjusts the the sprayer pressure. If you turn it right down to max, it will force the air out slower and you turn it up. Now you need to get this right so that the sprayer will force the paint out at the right, otherwise you'll get an uneven texture of coat, what they call orange peel. So you get different kind of textures if you've got too much pressure going through. So you turn it on there. You've also on this one got the fan spray, so basically it will give you a wide spray pattern on that setting, and then you've got one which is more directional, so you get more of a circular pattern if you put it on that one. So that's for more like touching up paint. So we'll have it on the spray pattern there. You've also got a direction of the fan, so a lot of people assume that means the fan is going to go like that and spray like that, but that's not correct. It will go that way because the paint will be coming out of there and the air will be coming out of this hole here and forcing the paint to fan in that direction. So what you can do is you can turn this round, and if you want the fan of paint to go that way, so this depends on which way you're going to spray first. So we normally go up and down first, so we want this to be in the horizontal position and we'll be going up and down like that first. So yeah, now the best thing to do, before I forget, you've got the flow thing. All this is doing is adjusting the trigger, so if you pull the trigger, the further back you go, the more paint will come out. So some people can do this without adjusting that, like, you know, experience would dictate that you could do that just by forcing that. Now we're spraying white on white, so this is a lot more difficult to do on white, so you just need to get that in the right place so that you can allow the right amount of paint coming through for the pressure on the sprayer. So what we're going to do is we're going to use piece of damp proof, like membrane type of stuff, and we're just going to use it as a test piece now to see whether the sprayer is working correctly and we need to adjust anything. So what we'll do is I'll prop it against this wall and then turn the camera around. Now you could use a piece of cardboard or some pieces of wood if you've got anything, or just a scrap wall if you've got a scrap wall going spare. Yeah, actually will do. So unfortunately this section of the video was a bit blurry. I wasn't aware that the camera had gone out of focus at this point, but you can just about see what I'm doing with the spray gun. I'm just going to do a pass up and down on the spray gun, and you can just about hear the air passing through the spray gun. But what I had to do was add a little bit more water to the spray to get the emulsion to run a bit faster through the gun. It's a little bit patchy and blotchy in places. You may just be able to make that out through this blur vision, but what we'll do is I'll put another section from another video in to this one at the end of this one to give you an idea of what we did to set the spray gun up. I'm just going to change the setting on the spray gun now, and you should see that circular effect of the other setting, so you can do like touch-up work. It's ideal for doing corners and things like that in houses and things, but you can use it as more of a precise spraying way. It does deliver more paint through the nozzle, and as you can see, it's a lot more bolder is the paint pattern when you're doing it. I'm doing a circular motion there with the spray gun just to give you an idea of what I'm doing there, and there you go. So this is a section of the video where I've taken it from another video I did, and as you can see it's a bit splattered, but when you change the setting on the gun, you know, for the more of a circular motion, it is more bolder, so it's delivering more paint there. But you have to be careful using that because you'll end up with runs in your paint because you don't want it. You need to get like an even layer on. As you can see, it's a bit splattery in places. That's because the air pressure is too low. Now I've changed the nozzle again. I'm going up and down, and you can see you're getting a nice even coat of paint on there. So that's what you have to do with the spray gun, is just play around with it with the pressure to get the right setting. So there we go, that's the Erbauer Eps800 spray gun. As you can see, I've painted the whole of this kitchen area, which is in the basement of this house. It's going to need another coat by the looks of it because it's been going on to new plaster, but certainly it speeded the job up quite a bit. So yeah, it's not bad. And the only downside of it is you have to keep refilling the pot up, whereas if you was using an air spray, you'd be able to just drop it straight in the bucket. And also don't forget that you have to make sure you thin down the paints before you put them in so that it will pass through the nozzle at the front there, because when you squeeze the trigger it opens up the flow of the paint and then the air sprays it onto the surface that you're doing. So you have to thin the paint down. Not all paints are the same, they're all different thicknesses, so you have to make sure that you're thinning it down correctly for the paint spray. Also, I would suggest PPE. This is a coverall. I would wear one of them because it will just spray everywhere. Also a mask as well, because obviously the particles are flowing around as well, so you don't want things like that getting on your lungs. I know it's only a water-based paint and you probably think, oh, it's water, but there are chemicals in the paint that could damage your lungs and cause serious injury, as well as probably your guards as well, because it is quite a noisy machine, and maybe some sort of eye protection if you wish. I do wear glasses, so they did tend to mist up with the paint, so I mean, putting something over your glasses if you can. So there you go, that is the EPS 800 watts paint sprayer. Kindly recommend it for the price. It's a really good machine. We'll do another video on how to mix the paint and thin it down, and then I'll do a video on how to spray the walls, because we need to do these again. So I'll be back in another video soon, so look out for that one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and once again, thanks for watching.